Aloha and welcome to our boat story. Starting out here at Lock 7 on the Trent-Severn, and we are leaving here right on 9 o'clock. The lockmaster just came by to release the water and let us fill the chamber and then go back in. Today's journey will take us from Lock 7, Glen Ross, to Lock number 8, Percy Reach. So follow along as we go through the Trent-Severn, and hopefully it doesn't rain today. We have blue sky like we did yesterday. Aloha, we are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo. Aloha, so we just started the engine. Cynthia's going up front. It's sort of lassoed around the cleat, and as soon as she is ready to release, we can go in. So go ahead and release, Cindy, when you're ready. Let me get Mom, release. Yeah, go ahead and release. I'm just waiting for Mom here. Go ahead and release. Yep, she's good. How far am I away from the dock, Alex? Okay. Can I start turn or no? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Aloha, good morning. Hey, by the life ring there, Alex. Yeah. You decide. I'm going to try to stop here. Just a second. Did Mom get one? Okay. I'm coming back. Okay. Alex. He has his rope. Okay. So this is the new lock here at, looks new anyway, at Lock 7. We crossed over there yesterday, had some really good ice cream in that little general store over there. That swing bridge has to open before we can pass through. And we got our lockmasters right here.
Oh yeah, they're running the boat, they know that.
And a quick look at Cynthia and the dogs.
We trained them for 3 weeks.
So here you got Hopscotch carved on, colored onto the sidewalk, and there's the lockmaster's house. There you can see the general store. It actually says open already, but anyway, that looks like fun. Kids come out here, and they always have a park-like setting. I mean, I keep saying that, but they beautiful flowers and everything. just past Lock 7, and this is a really narrow passage again, leaving the lock area. They stay right here in the middle. It looks like it opens up there. It's about an hour 30 minutes to Lock 8, and it passes like a wide area, like a lock, like a lake, what we'll say. So follow along as we continue on.
We just came out of Lock 7, and we noticed on Nebo that we have 2 other looper boats that are lined up. So it takes a little while to go through the lock. It's shallow, but it does take a little bit. So we're glad to get ahead of the pack. Now they'll probably pass us because they go faster than us. But for now, we are solo here on the Trent-Severn. And look at these cute little homes here. There's a beautiful bird right there on the marker. And then you've got somebody with a yellow wave runner. See all the Canadian flags? People are very patriotic. They have them in their yards. Somebody has a big fire going over there. I don't know if you can see that. Somebody already has an early morning bonfire. Right there behind the yellow, I can smell the smoky wood smell. It smells good. Somebody's out there tending to it. I guess they're burning brush and stuff. And then here somebody has a cute little swim dock. You can swim out there and jump off. And these homes look older, don't they, Zav? They look like from what, maybe 1940s? Nicely painted though, up, you know, and everybody's mowed. You know, very pleasant looking. And on the other opposite side is Moses and the bulrushes. Seriously, it's just bulrushes on this side. And the mile markers are showing us, or the markers are showing us to stay well away from the grass. So you could kayak, I guess, back in there. But all the homes here so far are on the port side. Oh, somebody has an inflatable like trampoline for kids to come out and jump on, maybe adults too. That almost looks like a playhouse or a guest house. Look how tiny it is, Zav. But it has 2 little chairs in front of it. Little playhouse maybe? Maybe the grandparents. You think it's an outhouse? It has little chairs in front of it. Yeah. But how cute is that? Somebody has a camper or a little trailer beside it. So here you have somebody that's got the yellow Adirondack chairs, green kayak. I was showing the Moses, that's what I was talking about, the Moses and the bulrushes over here. So look at that trampoline, and then there looks like a I don't know what the green, see that green platform? I guess you just go and climb up on it and swim on it, or sunbathe on it. Very cute. They have a big sign posted, no wake. So very pleasant, just cruising down here this morning. And I'm in a sleeveless. And Zav is wearing short sleeve. He said he doesn't need his jacket. So I don't know what it is, but it's probably what? Mid 70s, like 73, 74?
It says, yeah, I don't know, 68 right now.
Oh, 68. Well, I had a life jacket on, and so I was getting a little warm. And we were working with the ropes in the lock, so that always warms you up. Lucy Goosey, are you glad to be up here? When we locked through yesterday with 6 locks, the poor little Poochaloot just had to be inside. And Lucy thinks she's first mate, and she doesn't like that when she's not allowed to be up on the bridge. She thinks she's a people. Shadow, are you a people? Yes. Yes. And you're both good dogs. Using your faux turf. Make mommy and daddy very happy. Okay. What a cute little cabin this is. There's a man out there mowing. 4 chairs. I think they could have a fire there if they wanted. There's a little boat. And then they have this little thing here that looks like it's anchored. And it looks like you could swim out to it, maybe sit with your back against those cushions. Zav is probably right. It's probably a tow behind. Right, Zav? Zav thinks it's a tow behind. So cute little cabin. He looks like he's mowing and everything. It does have some chairs that are covered over by the house, so maybe they're just getting ready for the weekend. This is what, Wednesday or Thursday? I don't even know what day this is. Anyway, very pleasant here on the Trent-Severn. So here right now, after we pass that house, we've got reeds and marsh on both sides. Haven't seen a lot of birds today, have we, Zav? Usually we see ducks, geese, swans. We have seen a lot of nice animals, haven't we? So nice. Leaves are changing color over here. We were told by one of the lockmasters that because we're one of the later loop boats, that we're going to see some change of colors up in Georgian Bay. Right? So.
Looks like we got a campground of some sort here. Pretty location though, if you're going to have a campground. We have nice clean water. Quite protected.
Is a campground, or if that's just someone's property that they put a camp on. Oh, look at the log cabin here. Check this out. 2 log cabins. You see that? There's 2 log cabins here. Nestled in. That one's kind of occluded, but this one looks very pleasant, doesn't it? With the green kayak on the porch. Doesn't that look cool? They've mowed their lawn so nice. Oh, they've got even a little drainage canal in between them and the next house, which gives you a little distance, I guess. Might be a little mosquito-y. And now we have houses on both sides. I wonder what flag that is. Is that the province flag? That red and green underneath? There's a Canadian flag and then another flag underneath. Unless that's the people's home country or something. Not sure what red and green is. Alex would know. But he's not up here. Oh, there's 2 dogs. Look, Zav, see the 2 dogs running out by the picnic table? I know, if Lucy knew and if she saw, she would woof, woof, woof. She would woof. Coming up? At 1 o'clock. Oh yeah. Yes, I do see it. Oh, I love these white birch trees. Somebody has planted those. They've planted birch trees in their whole front yard. Isn't that pleasant? They're not sturdy though. In wind, they break. At least from what I'm told. But boy, are they pretty. The bark is just so attractive. And they turn a brilliant yellow in fall. Now, most of these homes, Zav, I would say are a few 2-story, but look at this gray house here. But now, interestingly enough, Zav, this is what you always say. If you are going to build a lake house and you built a 2-story house, would you not put big windows? I guess, yeah, but and they're all like high enough that if you're sitting in a chair, you can't see out. That is such an odd. Do you see that? Even the upstairs bedroom windows are small. And they have above ground pool. Now it's marshy on this side again. Peeking out. Look at this house with the green grass and gazebo. Isn't that lovely? And they have mowed all around it. What a little piece of paradise. There's somebody flying 2 Canadian flags and a pirate flag. So pleasant. I was hoping the sun was trying to peek out so that we can give you more of the bright colors. Reminds me of Caribbean. The bright blue. They have a little swim dock, and they also have another one of those little things on top of their trampoline. It looks like they have a tow behind. Cute little log cabin next to it. Zava has been monitoring on our screen the boats that are behind us, right?
I haven't looked for a while.
But he looked before and he saw that they locked through probably on the very next locking, like we went through by ourselves, and then the next ones came through right after that. The other 2 looper boats. I can hear this bird calling to other birds from the green marker. He's like, I'm king of the mountain here on top of this marker. He's trying to tell his territory, this little seagull. Nice breezes today. So pleasant. Anything that's not choppy like the Atlantic or going into New York City. We're like, oh, it's so nice to be going on a waterway. And even if we have to do locks, I remember saying, I'll never complain about locks again if I can just get out of the Atlantic Ocean. Never complain about locks again.
Aloha, the Trent-Severn. It has its big parts, its little parts. It just seems to get bigger and smaller all the time. As you can see, the clouds come in. It's more like England up here. You get beautiful blue skies like we did yesterday, and today we have more of a overcast day again. Still pretty, but you don't have the popping green colors we had yesterday. We were very blessed with that. But here we go, about 5 miles away from lock number 8, and but just you can see how tight it gets sometimes. You've seen some of those videos, and this is where it gets really wide open again. While we did not anchor here, the Mole Anchorage right here, it has about 11 feet of depth, and looks like a nice little place if you had to anchor somewhere here on the Trent-Severn between locks 7 and 8. Looks like a good little anchorage right here. While we did not anchor here, the Blue Hole Anchorage right here looks has about 11 feet of depth, and could be a good little anchorage if you needed one between locks 7 and 8. Again, we're going through a wider area, but it's misleading. If you look right out here, it's like 3 feet right next to these channels, so they marked it quite clearly. And as far as we can see, probably the next mile or so, you can see all the buoy markers there, but either side is really, really shallow. So we gotta stay right here in the middle of the channel. It looks like it wants to rain, but it doesn't say rain. But the wind has picked up. It's only supposed to be like 7 miles an hour. It's a little more than that, I think.
So we are going through this little channel, and they've actually made a channel between the grass. It's like they've cleared the grass to go right through the middle here. And then instead of going straight after we pass the grass on either side, we are going to go starboard to the right, and over there between the trees, it's probably too far on the GoPro, but we are going to actually head toward the lock in between the trees over there. So as we get a little closer, I'll show you how we're going to turn. So here on this stretch is a little log cabin and a couple of camping trailers, and then this house has solar panels on top. So they're making use of getting some good energy out here next to the Trent-Severn. Over on the hill is a silo and farm. So it's like somebody has a nice farm. Maybe it's been in the generations for a while, because that definitely looks like an older barn over on the hill. Here you can see the grasses that we're going right through the middle of. A whole bunch of white birds. I think they're swans. or either that or white geese. Alex, what do you think? Swans or geese up here? What am I seeing? Is that a swan or a geese?
These are all swans.
I don't know. The neck is not as long as some of them we've seen.
They're actually swans.
Almost think it's white geese.
No, they're swans.
Now that does look like a swan right there.
Yeah, all of them are swans.
Yes, these are swans.
They're not geese.
No, you're right. They're swans, because now you can see the necks. Beautiful. And they're, every set of two is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that may be those pairs separated, and then this two here. They're all in pairs. We hear they mate for life. Bobbing along. What beautiful, graceful birds. Action. So we are turning now into where the lock is. So just within these trees is lock number 8. So very interesting that this has been like an hour and a half from our last lock, roughly. Here you can see that barn there with some black Angus cows. It looks closed, but I can't tell really until we get around the corner if that's the gate. But to me it looks closed. Alex, what's your opinion? Is the gate closed on the lock or open? I think it's closed.
No, it's open.
Oh, it's open. All right, time for me to go and get down to the back.
Mahalo for joining us on this journey from Lock 7 to Lock 8 on the Trent-Severn Waterway. As always, please give us that thumbs up and share it with others so they can discover this amazing adventure. If you have not subscribed yet, please click on the bell icon. It makes a world of difference to our channel, and you'll be notified when we release the next episode. We will see you again next time as we continue on America's Great Loop. Aloha.